With all the evidence available to me, it is clear and it has been proved that Finland arrested Mazi Simon Ekpa once they got alert, not once they got evidence. Simple. Simon Ekpa was arrested early in the year last year, 2024, and there was no evidence on him, and he was sent back to his house peacefully. He was even apologized. They apologized to him, and they told him, sorry, we didn't see anything in your laptop. We didn't see anything in your computer, nothing in your account. You are a free man. Please go back home. And he came back home and continued what he was doing. All of a sudden, he was arrested again. But something happened. After that arrest, that is when I want to show you and prove to you again how I know that he was arrested when Finland got alert, not when they got evidence. Do you remember that video of Samsa Hakala I played for you? The prosecutor himself, where he gave an interview on Simon Ekpa's case few months into the trial. Samsa Hakala, the prosecutor, the federal government lawyer of Finland, admitted in that video. He admitted that though they know, something about the case, but most of the things that happened, happened in Nigeria, they're not so sure. You're not so sure and you arrested him. You're not so sure. You're not so sure. Let me show you that video again and analyze it for you so that you understand that midway into the case, they had not even received the video and the audio that Nigeria promised them that they will give them to use to prosecute Simon Ekpa. They had not even received it. Listen to this video and I will analyze it for you very well for you to understand that at the point of arrest of Simon Ekpa, they did not have a single evidence against him. It was when they received the first batch of their alert, I will call it upfront, mobilization. That was when they finally carried on the case, started the case. Listen to Samsa Hakala's video again. Listen.
Syytetyn epäillään toisaalta yllyttäneen rikoksiin Nigeriassa ja toisaalta sitten osallistuneen terroristiryhmän toimintaan täältä Suomesta käsin niin, että se ryhmä on toiminut siellä Nigeriassa.
Haven't watched that video. Look at the interpretation here and listen again. Let me tell you what. Let me prove it to you. Listen again. He said the case of Simon Ekpa involves a claim of terrorism-related crimes, where he is accused of inciting crimes in Nigeria and participated in activities from Finland with a group operating in Nigeria. The first line said, the case of Simon Ekpa involves a claim. Claim. Lawyers can never use that word, claim. Rather, lawyers will put it to you. They will put it to you. Involved a substantial evidence of. The case of Simon Ekpa involves enough proof, involve an activity of, not a claim. Who is claiming? Nigeria is claiming. Nigeria is the one that is claiming, not Finland. At that moment, they don't even have enough evidence to back up the claim. That's why it's still a claim. But they went and arrested him with just a claim, because they had received the first batch of, the upfront of mobilization. They mobilized them to sites. Finland had become a contractor. They're now contractor, legal contractor, judicial contractor. They have turned their country into call it a theater, call it an arena where people come and shop, and a shopping site. So Ekpa, let me go on. He said in the video, while the actual terrorism crimes, if committed, took place in Africa outside Finland, making it challenging to obtain precise details. You see, making it challenging to obtain precise details. While the actual terrorism crimes, if committed, first word, if committed, then secondly, precise details. These people don't even have evidence. He was arrested without evidence, because you're still saying if committed. So wait, you are holding a man in prison for a crime that you are saying if he committed? What if he did not commit it? Will you tell him sorry for all the shame, all the lies? You are sent to prosecute a crime on if committed. Ogasam Sahakala, Mr. Finland. Then you said, making it challenging to obtain precise details. But remember, in a court, you need to prove beyond every reasonable doubt. How are you going to prove beyond every reasonable doubt when you don't even have precise details to do that? Well, that is it. It is clear you don't need precise details. All you need is precise account details where the money will be wired to you. Where the upfront, the mobilization fee will be sent to you. It was when you received that mobilization fee, that was when you people sprung into action. You mobilized to sites. The first time you saw, what are we doing with this guy? He has nothing on him, whatever. And you left him. Second time, you went and arrested him from his home. From his home, without any evidence. And the funny part is that all this while in your custody, you never granted him bail. You never granted him bail. You are basing what you are doing on ifs. Ifs. If he committed. Lack of precise evidence. And still, you are holding him like a criminal. Criminal. But you are still assuming. With what you spoke on that interview, it is clear that Simon Ekpa is an assumed criminal to you people. An assumed criminal. There was never any day you beat your chest and stake your life to that case you are handling. You cannot stake the life of your child and your wife and children, you this man, Sam Sahakala, on the case you are handling. You are doing it because your government sent you to do it. You are doing it because your government has been paid to do it. You are doing it because it is for your country. So you must do it for the good of your country and for the bad of people who love Simon Ekpa. You have sunk so low to take a man's life, to change a man's direction, to misdirect your followers, to misdirect people, to claim a victory in a court case that you never had power over, that you never fought the case, you never showed your lawyer expertise. The case was just a kangaroo case, a charade, like I always say. That is exactly what I have been going through in the night yesterday. That this case, these people actually arrested this man without evidence. Not one evidence. They arrested him not on evidence, but on alert. When they got alert was when he was arrested. That alert go choke una. He go choke una well because, let me tell you people something. The evil that men do always leave after them. And you must understand it that you cannot keep doing bad and getting away with it. The era of countries committing national crimes is gone. It's gone. Because you see, the United Nations must hear about this. I assure you. The UN must, Finland must come to explain itself for this one on why and how they did not act upon a suspect, arrested him, and still up till May, April, July, when he got this video, they were still basing it on ifs and no precise way to nail him. And you are still holding him. And you say a terrorist. You are still not having precise detail on a terrorist. For 6 months. Even going to his house to arrest a terrorist without precise details. Finland. Finland. Jay. There is God. In everything we do in life, there is God. There is God. The same thing Nigeria is doing to Nnamdi Kanu. You say Kanu is a criminal, a terrorist. Okay. When I think of terrorists, I think of Osama bin Laden. Gun, bombs, suicide attack. Which one did Nnamdi Kanu do? Okay, forget about sword attack. Which gun did you find with him, or bomb, suicide bomber, or mass attack? Because for terrorism, there must be a mass attack. That is a massive nature. It must be committed in a kind of a mass murder scene. Hey! This world is turning to something else. Dear friends around the world, please, everybody should remain steadfast. Calm down, remain steadfast and vigilant, because the days we are running is a very dark days. These are trying times, but we have to remain strong, because the light will surely come at the end of the tunnel. The next video is going to be more explosive than this one, more revealing than this one. So stay tuned. Make sure you like this video immediately, share it around, and turn on notifications. Select that bell that says all to get notified whenever I release a video. I have been your host, Chi Ne Du. Thank you for watching my videos. I'll see you next one. Peace.